Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lintang. I'm from Tauhid. So first of all, let's thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala who has given us mercy and blessing, and they will come together in this place until today. With thanks and congratulations to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has given us mercy and blessing, who has worked or guide us from dark to the lightness, from the bad era to the good era. Now, I'm gonna explain what about the Tauhid. So, in this beautiful change, now I will explain about Tauhid. The meaning of Tauhid linguistically taken from the word wahada yuwahidu tauhidan, which means to believe in one or alone syariat, utilizing Allah Subhanahu wa Taala in rububiyah, uluhiyah, Islam and attributes. Next is division of Tauhid first. The first is Tauhid rububiyah. That is to unite Allah in the deeds of divinity. He is Allah who has created, owns and governs all His creatures. Second is Tauhid uluhiyah. Tauhid uluhiyah is to validate Allah in worship. All worship, what a servant does, must be given only to Allah. Third, Tauhid Asma wa Natur. Tauhid Asma wa Attributes is the determine that what Allah or His Messenger ordained for Himself in the form of noble names and high attributes that are in accordance with majesty and greatness of Allah without tahrif, ta'til, takif, and takzil, and deny what which is denied by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala or His Messenger Subhanahu wa Taala. Next, I will discuss the virtues of Tauhid. First, get a sense of security in this world and in the hereafter. Second, get perfect guidance to Sirat al-Mustaqim or straight path. The evidence for the two virtues above in Surah Al-An'am verse 82. With the meaning, those who believe and do not confuse their faith with injustice. In this, they who have security, and they are the ones who got a clue. The third virtue, indeed, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala obliged Him not to punish those who do not commit shirk. The fourth virtue, aborting sins. A person who is monotheistic and does not associate partners with Allah at all, then istiqamah until he dies. Then, if Allah wills, Allah will forgive everything he sinned. This shows the breadth of Allah's mercy to the people of monotheism by forgiving everything he sins. The fifth virtue, verily, monotheism frees the servant from dependence on Allah man. Whoever is monotheistic, he will be free from dependence on humans. His only depend, hope and fear Allah alone. His heart only depends also only really on Allah alone. This is the key to happiness, serenity and glory. The sixth virtue, hell is forbidden for the perfect servant of faith. Whoever is monotheistic carries out the consequences by avoiding sins. Big and sincere in worship, then Allah will forbid hell for him. The Messenger of Allah said, indeed, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has forbidden hell for the servant who is saying the sentence of monotheism and expects the face of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Hadith Rawal Bukhari. The seventh virtue, the main weight of a person's charity scales the eighth virtue, entering heaven. Whoever is monotheistic and applies the consequences by living a big sin, then he will go to heaven, inshallah. If he falls into sin, then he is under the will of Allah. If Allah will forgive or torture him, but in the end, he will enter heaven. Because of the great virtue of Tauhid, Rasulullah said, whoever testifies that there is no God worthy except Allah, with associate of others with Him, Muhammad is servant, messenger, and witness. Isa is the servant of Allah, messenger, and His word which Allah gave to Mary, and the soul for Him. And heaven is truth or true, and hell is truth. then Allah will enter a person into heaven regardless of the state of its deeds. Hadis Sahih Bukhari. Next, I will explain the realization of Tauhid. Realizing monotheism is done by first the charity with sincerity, second living shirk, bid'ah, and immorality, third perfecting monotheism by doing sunnah practice and living things that are makruh. For the realizing monotheism, there are two levels. First, realizing the obligatory monotheism, Ashabul Yamin, right group, and Muqtasidin, middle class, are people who realize an obligatory monotheism. You can make it happen with 5 things. First, give up all worship to Allah and leave the big shirk that will eliminate monotheism completely. Second, leaving a small shirk that will eliminate the perfection of monotheism. Third, keeping the things that are obligatory, which is the perfection of monotheism that is obligatory. Fourth, leaving heretical things that are forbidden that will eliminate perfection, mandatory monotheism. And the last or the fifth, living immorality that will damage and reduce the reward of monotheism. Second, realizing the sunnah monotheism, the people of as-sabiqun and al-muqarrabun are the ones who realize monotheism that must be accompanied by monotheism, that is sunnah, namely by doing the 5 things in above and add the following 2. The first, doing the sunnah thing, which is the perfection of monotheism, which is sunnah. Second, living makruh things that will eliminate the perfection of monotheism, sunnah. Next, the field of realizing monotheism, whoever can realize it perfectly, then enter heaven without reckoning and doom. So, basically, if you realize Tauhid perfectly, you can enter heaven without being recognized. Maybe not being recognized. Maybe that's all for the discussion of Tauhid. Sorry if there are mistakes. Maybe just this when I can speak. Thank you for listening to my speech. In the last, I'm gonna say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.